This video may include mention of a candle business, which I co-own. I also may show products that have been gifted to me, but I'm not being paid to promote. Finally, I may share links to products which will earn me money if you shop through them. This is all classed as advertising. If I do also include a paid segment, I will tell you in the video and place a disclaimer on the screen.
Is it too cold, Manny? Manny, what are you doing? Is it too cold to go outside?
Good morning. I got up at 5. I've been quite enjoying a 5 a.m. when I have to be out of the house. Not like a every single day regiment of 5 a.m, but a 5 a.m. morning when I know I'm going to be out of the house all day means I get up, I get some stuff done, and all day when I'm out of the house, I'm not thinking, oh, I need to do this when I get home. I got up this morning and edited a video, painted my nails while I was waiting for it to export and doing some little bits and pieces. Then I made a coffee, as you saw. Kind of started the later part of my morning. Now I'm going to film a get ready with me, I think, because today I'm going out with my friend Charlotte. I'm going to Manchester. I don't remember the last time I went on a train. Makeup is done, hair is not, but I think I'm going with it. I think I'm just going to I'm just going to make this what my hair is like because I'm running out of time. Also, I tried a foundation. What is it? Is it in here? I was so disappointed with it. I must know. Has any of you tried this? Because I hated it. I hated it so much. I had to take it off twice. I gave it another go and was like, no, absolutely not. And the whole point of the video was I was going to try this foundation. I was like, no. Switch to a different one. But it is mostly number 7 on my face, including the eyes. I'm really impressed with the eyeshadow. Glad I didn't decide to do my hair because it is chucking it down. It is a very grey day today. I think that the weather's just preparing me for Manchester. I never remember to vlog when I'm out, and I did just kind of mess this up a little bit, but I want to show you what we're eating because this is mushrooms on toast with halloumi and bacon added, and this is a rose latte. This is what happens when I go places with Charlotte. See, she takes me to the coolest places. We're in a vintage store. Funnily enough, this weekend I'm going to I like these. I'm going to like a vintage kilo sale in Sheffield. So I'll consider this a dry run. Oh, I like these as well. Although I feel like in a kilo sale, the worst thing you can buy is jeans. I'm going to look for like the thinnest, lightest stuff. Charles been giving me a walking tour of Manchester as we go. Probably about to get run over by a bike. As we go back to the train station. Where did we go? What was the bar we went to?
Albert Schloss.
Albert Schloss. That was very nice.
We tried to go to multiple places and got nowhere was open, so...
No, it was open on a Monday. What's that all about? But I think next time we come, we'll not drive.
No, we will not drive. I feel like we're like stupid small city, small town girls. Like everywhere's closed in big cities.
I don't know, we'll come on a not Monday, not drive, and we'll go back to the bar because that was really, really nice. It was a whole vibe. And now, I mean, it rains every single time I come to Manchester.
Every time you're in Manchester, it rains.
So I'm not surprised at all, but it would be just nice one time.
We want to do a history building tour as well, we said. Yeah. Just find out where everything used to be.
If anyone can recommend a history building tour.
Or take us.
Or take us on a history building tour in Manchester. Let us know. Finally, back home. The trek on the train was not fun today. I ended up having to change in the cold and the dark in Sheffield, which was not ideal, but it did mean that I didn't allow myself to fall asleep on the train home because I was so tired today. Getting up early today was a struggle. Okay, now let's hope I'm coming out the right parking level because it's been a long time since I parked at the train station. I was actually too high. I think I'm down here. I parked a little too high, but look at the glittering lights of Doncaster now city. Did you know we're a city now? Everyone's very, very excited about it. I probably could have driven, in fairness. I wasn't keen on driving into a city, especially Manchester, because going over the Pennines is just not a fun experience. But I probably could have driven. It would have been a more pleasant journey home, particularly. But hey ho, we're nearly there now. Oh, I can see my car. I'm not a million miles away from in the right place. We're back in the bathroom and I'm washing my face with Ella's clothes. Don't tell her. Do you know what? I'm gonna put my hair up first because what am I thinking? So, also, this is the weirdest outfit I'm wearing today. I'm wearing like these black trousers that I bought from Hollister, which FYI, amazing. They're like stretchy at the back and then they're like flat panelled in the front, really comfortable. But they also feel like school trousers. And in the interest of feeling more dressed, I put these on today. I wore them yesterday. Put them on today, but I was cold. So then I also put this sweatshirt on and I feel like the outfit is really strange. Anyway, so the reason that the real reason that I just turned on the camera was because I've just ordered a Just Eat, which is the first this year. I have no problem with takeaways, but the problem that I do have is that I will order them when I'm at home and I have food in the house, or I'm capable of going out and getting some food, and it's just like the money that it costs to get a takeaway from Just Eat versus just regular takeaway is really stupid. If you really think too much about it, you would never do it. So that was something that I wanted to do less of this year. And I've just been on a call about, I kind of wanted a bit of a confessional, but I've just been on a call about smoker matches, maybe doing some wholesale stuff this year, which is exciting. And Karen messaged me and told me that we've just finally made our 1,000th order, which is just as exciting. And it kind of occurred to me that yesterday I was talking a lot about sponsorships and ads and disclosing things on Instagram because someone pointed something out on one of my videos, which was, they were really nice about it. They weren't, they weren't being a dick about it. They were just telling me the truth and they were like trying to be nice. But they were basically saying that one of the videos that I had made where I was talking about some gifted products should have been labelled as an ad. And I think she's right. Like, I'm not arguing the toss on that at all. I think she's right. But here's my problem that I have with the current ruling with adverts. Because any product that you have been sent, so like for example, when I've not told you what this product is, I'm not being like, oh my God, this is so amazing. But even if I was, I wouldn't have necessarily thought to disclose it as an advert, even though that product was sent to me. I didn't pay for it. I wasn't ever sponsored to talk about it. They just sent me the product, like, I mean, they know what, they don't send you the product for no reason. They hope that you'll talk about it. But there's no obligation to talk about a product if you are sent it, unless you've got some kind of contract, in which case that is an ad. To me, there is a massive difference. And it would be fair to think, well, there's not a difference, because if you're going to be honest, then whether you're paid or not, it doesn't make a difference, because if you've just been given the product, you are as likely to say good things about it as if you've been paid to talk about it, if you're a nice person. But I'll tell you why there is a difference for me. I don't know about other creators, but for me, if I've been sent a product, let's say, I'll bring some perfect example. I really, really enjoy this. I've been sent this product and I have been really enjoying it recently. I don't know when they sent me this. It could have been a year ago. I was like, the other products from this range, I didn't really like the smell of them, kind of just meh. And then I ended up using it again recently. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's kind of like it's called the Jelly Bright Essence from Skin Proud. And it says it's a moisture boosting essence, but it's kind of like a really thin lotion and it makes your skin feel really, really plump. It's really hydrating. And then I'll do another moisturizer on top. Anyway, so this was sent to me with no, like, you don't have to ever talk about this. Potentially they never even emailed me in the first place. It just arrived one day. If I talk about this, they don't ask what I'm going to say about it. They don't tell me what they want me to say about it, and they never see the content. I've never contacted these people. I've just talked about it now. I'm not going to tag them. I'm not going to send it to them and be like, hey, I talked about that product that you sent me. None of it. They potentially will never know I've mentioned it. But obviously it's still a form of advertising. Like, obviously, everything I talk about, whether I paid for the product or not, it's a form of advertising. I talk all the time about this brush from Sephora. I've never worked with Sephora. They've never sent me anything, but I talk all the time about it. I am advertising this brush to you. The difference between being paid to talk about something and being gifted something is control. So if I was sent this brush from Sephora and they were going to pay me money to talk about it, they would say, we want you to mention these 3 or 4 things. This is best case scenario. They'll say, you've got these talking points, or we want you to mention these features and benefits, or we want you to mention a sale that's on. Whatever it is, they've got some kind of control. And every single time, without fail, they will want to see the whole video for confirmation that it's okay and they approve it. If ever I have, I don't think I've ever worked with a brand where they didn't want to see the video before you posted it, or at least like the portion of the video that is being paid for. That is the biggest difference between the 2 things. It's not that you're not going to be honest, it's just that the brand has control over what you say. I could be like, this is amazing, and it's this, and it's this, and it's this. And I might not add anything in, but they might say, oh, but we don't want you to say that. So then I'd have to cut out a specific thing that I said. I'm trying to think of an example. Like, I might say that I loved this. Like, for example, this is actually true. I use this as a body lotion, and I've started using it on my face as well, because I was trying to use it up because you don't want to waste things. And I started using it on my body, and that's when I was like, I love this so much, I'm going to go back to using this on my face. If they'd paid me to talk about this and I said it's an incredible body lotion, they might say, oh no, we don't want you to talk about that. We don't want it to be thought of as a body lotion. So I'd have to cut that out. It's not to say the rest of the stuff isn't genuine and true that I'm saying, they just didn't want that messaging. But in my opinion, people do still need to know the difference. Like, what kind of ad is this? What are we actually watching? Because it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if everything's an ad, which kind of it is. I mean, I'm using this now. I was sent this before and then I purchased it most recently. So FYI, this is an ad. But it kind of would be an ad anyway, because I love it. And I go like, oh, wow, this is so great. You should buy it. And I might leave you a link in the description so you could buy it. And then I would make money through that. And so that is also an ad. That is the thing that I think we should really be focusing on, because I think that's the thing that's the least clear of everything. I think you guys know the difference between I was paid to talk about this and I was gifted this with no obligation to talk about this. I think that you know the difference between that. I don't think that it is quite as often talked about that if someone makes a video, let's call it an Amazon favorites video, because that's a stellar example. If someone makes an Amazon favorites video, there is a good chance, I'm going to need more of this, my skin feels so dry today. There is a good chance that entire video was created in order to create a list of links in the description for that person to make money from affiliate marketing. That entire video, every single thing in it, they may never have received anything from Amazon. They may never have worked with Amazon ever. They are not being paid directly through Amazon. But that video was created specifically to advertise products so that people will buy them, and so that is an ad. But then of all of the things, that's the least clear ad. The sun is coming in at a really awkward place now. So yeah, what I've decided to do, just to try and make it as clear as possible and to make sure that I am following the rules. I feel like I do. I feel like I try to disclose as much as possible. I'm never intentionally evasive, but I also realised that I probably am supposed to be doing some things that I don't do already. So in order to just make sure that I am doing absolutely everything that I need to be doing, I've created that little disclaimer that will go up at the beginning of every single video. And then within the video, I will still do exactly what I do right now, which is tell you if something's been gifted, tell you if I've been paid, if I've got a HelloFresh video going up at the end of this week, and, all being well, if it gets approved, and once I've filmed it and sorted it all out. But I will put in that video paid ad, so you know this is not just gifted, this has been paid for. That is something that needs to be made clear as far as I'm concerned. Otherwise, I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I do right now. It's quite possible that all my videos moving forward might be labelled as ad, but I want to make sure that everyone who watches them knows what is what, but I'm also following the rules. And that's the best way I can think to do that. And I know that some of you will watch this and be like, this is so unnecessary, but it is necessary. I have been reported to the ASA 3 times. On none of those occasions was I in the wrong. One of those occasions, it wasn't even an ad. Well, don't even think it was a gifted item. There was no wrongdoing on my part. But people see stuff, they're irritated, and they're like, no, she's doing it wrong. I should be doing everything right. I want to be doing everything right. It is frustrating to see people completely skirt the rules and intentionally not do things correctly. But that's none of my business. I can only control what I can do, and I want people to know that I am going to be as clear as possible. So if I can do that, if I can put more people's minds at rest and also make sure that I am doing absolutely everything I can do to follow the rules, then I will. So if you see that moving forward, that's why. Also, the thing about candles, this whole time, of course, I should have been labeling every video that I make candles, mention candles, even in passing, talk about my business. That should be an ad. So it also covers me for that. I have always got something in the description that says, you know, if you click through these links, I could make money. If you click through this business, this is my business. But it needs to be clearer. I'm getting that like rash. It's not quite so bad today. That like rash around my eyes. Someone told me it's perimenopause. Everything's perimenopause. Perimenopause is like ad. Like if everything's a perimenopause symptom, nothing is a perimenopause symptom. Anyway, bit of a lull. I just checked Just Eat and it said my order's been delivered and it hasn't. So I'm guessing they can't find my house. It's probably a sign from the food gods that I should not have ordered Just Eat. Also, I'm so cross with myself because Lee bought me these beautiful hydrangeas for our anniversary and I allowed them to get down to like the very bottom of the water. They needed so much water and look, they've all wilted. I don't think there's any coming back for this. I actually think I'm going to take these ones out because I don't want them to ruin the rest of them. I don't want it to like be, we're trying to keep these ones alive and it's too much. They're just so gorgeous. Also, I've got a bit of something on my lens, so it's gone a bit ethereal and Gaussian. I love, just hydrangeas are my absolute favourites. Annoyingly, I was going to make some gaming videos today. I mean, annoyingly for everyone, but annoyingly for me because I started making some voiceover stuff and then my microphone just does not register. I think I've done something. I don't know if I hit a button or what. It just all of a sudden stopped registering with my computer. And so I don't know whether or not I can do that without the microphone. I don't know if my microphone will work on my computer, but I'm going to try it because I haven't posted anything there in ages. And I thought I would share with you. You know, people do like, what I eat in a day? I'm going to share with you my very healthy lunch now that my Just Eat order didn't arrive. Just because I need some like instant food. I don't want to be cooking and stuff. I've got stuff to do. I'm having a bag of crisps, salt and vinegar all the way, or prawn cocktail. I'm having some Oreos, Pac-Man branded, advertising, and a sugar-free energy drink. And that is what I'm having for lunch. I'm going to eat my crisps and my biscuits and my just poison now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.